Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. And I'm here today to bring the review for Sakamoto Days Manga Chapter 168. Now, I don't honestly, before this arc started, you can go back and watch the videos if you don't believe me. I had high expectations for this arc, and essentially with this chapter, I feel like that this arc is over. The art exhibition arc, or the assassin art exhibition arc, whichever way you want to call it. But I feel like this is over. And like I was saying, I had high expectations for it, and after reading this chapter, I feel like the mangaka kind of dropped the ball. I feel like even the mangaka themselves had high expectations for this arc, and then somewhere within a writing it, they kind of lost their way and they thought, you know what? I'm gonna lock this off now and move on to something else because this isn't going the way I want it. This is a flop. I got to move on, kind of thing. And I'm gonna explain to you in a second why I feel that way. So Takamura, my favorite character, R.I.P. He dead. He dead now. And now we have a moment within the chapter where Sakamoto grabs Nagamo and tries to get out of the expedition, just escape, basically escape. And that's not what the problem is. That's fine. Trying to escape, that's fine. The problem is that this art exhibition was supposed to be big and bad. Getting in was supposed to be a problem, so therefore, essentially, getting out should have been a problem as well. But Sakamoto, within the midst of trying to escape with Nagamo, he faints. And when he faints, we get a 1 week time skip. Nagamo's out, everybody's cool, everyone's fine. And when you find out later that it was Shin, he manages to drag them out. Essentially not by himself, so Amani helps in there as well. I did nothing. What's his name? Seba at some place meets up with them as well, and they all escape together. Alright, cool, but fine. But it all goes back to what I was saying at the very beginning. This was supposed to be a big and bad art exhibition with troubles getting in and essentially troubles getting out with so many players in the vicinity, but and so much potential for that good fights and stuff like that. And I just feel like, can you kind of see where I'm coming from now with my earlier statement where I feel like the mangaka kind of lost what he wanted to do here, so he decided, you know what, I need to move on, and this is what essentially he thought the best way would be to get out of it. I don't know, my personal opinion. Let me know what you think on that matter. So they escape, they're out, it's been a week, and we find out that during this week, people have been looking for Mr. Sakamoto. People have been circling his house, and the wife ain't concerned too much, and the door's chilling as you do. But people have been looking for him, and essentially we find out by the end of the chapter the order has been ordered. The order has been ordered to essentially hunt out Sakamoto, Nagamo, and X as well. So that's the thing now. So that's what was a thing beforehand, but even more so, they want it now even more so. So the last kind of things that I want to mention about this chapter is the whole fact that if it wasn't clear, it's clear now that not Takamura, what's his name? X took on the personality rather of Takamura. So essentially, Takamura killed himself, which I can get behind. Don't get me wrong, I'm still sad that he's dead, but I can get behind it. It is mentioned during the chapter that Takamura was like the strongest assassin out there, which is cool. So I feel like it is more than likely, but definitely the potential is there for that ex Takamura is stronger than old man Takamura, and that essentially told you why I feel like that way. And when I said old man Takamura, old man, definitely not in his prime. Whereas we have an ex who's imitating Takamura, so got all the skills and the younger body, so essentially a better version, possibly. But that's what I'm thinking. So last week, on my first initial read, I know before reading it again after the review, didn't realize that X had taken on Takamura's personality. So I was kind of on the fence of how I felt about Takamura dying. Now knowing that now knowing after reading the last week's chapter again and this chapter, knowing it was exactly Takamura, I feel better about it now. Because, like I said, Takamura killing himself in a younger body, cool. I can get behind that. So, yeah. So, our exhibition arc was over, and now we're going to another arc where, what can we call it? The wanted arc. Well, Sakamoto has been wanted for a while, a really long time actually. So, wanted arc is not a good name for this arc, but we know that the order is now after Sakamoto, Nagama, and X for what happened in our exhibition. So I'm going to give this chapter a 3-star, and like always guys, must for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, but most importantly, take care, have a nice day.